watching this video. I'm Joy, Hatha Flow all levels. Today's class we're going to focus on backbends. So be kind, gentle to yourself, especially if you struggle with low back pain. I am going to be giving you modifications, so choose what works for you. All right, so let's start seated. You can just cross your legs. If you prefer to sit on a blanket or a block, that can be helpful to elevate the sits bones just a little bit. So bring the shoulders over hips. You can rest your palms on your knees. Close your eyes or find a soft gaze. And start to tune in with your breath right away. With each inhale, going a little bit more inside. With each exhale, you allow yourself to soften the shoulders a bit more. Relax your jaw. Letting go of external distractions, any sounds, to-do lists. Just allowing yourself to stay in the present moment. And then you can blink your eyes to open. Hello. All right, we're going to fold here first. So you're gonna extend your arms out and up, relax the shoulders down, and then slowly bring the hands to the floor in front of you. If your shoulders are feeling tight today, you can bring the hands wider than the shoulders. And start to breathe here. Maybe move your head yes and no. Open and close your mouth. Soften a bit more. Think about bringing the forehead towards the floor. You don't have to touch your forehead on the floor. You can even make fists with your hands, and you can stack your fists and rest your forehead or use a block. Breathe deeply into the lower back, the outer hips. And then walk the hands back. Uncross the legs. You can windshield wipe here just for a couple breaths. And then we're going to bring the opposite leg in front. The way that usually feels a little bit awkward to you. So circle the arms. And then exhale, fold. Same idea, same amount of awareness. Just stay focused with the breath. It may feel slightly different or a lot different on the side. Take note and then let go of that, of comparing. Breathe a little more here. And then slowly again walk the hands mindfully back. Uncross your legs and start to windshield wipe the legs. And the rain is coming down today. All right. You're going to take a little reverse tabletop here. So you're going to point your fingers towards the sacrum. Your hands can be shoulder width apart or a little bit wider, friends. Now, press your feet hip width. Lift your toes so you can distribute the weight through all four corners of your feet. And then start to lift your hips. So your knees are roughly in line with your ankles. Press through the palms and see if you can wrap those shoulders back and down here. Take another inhale. Stay for the exhale. And slowly come down. Now you're going to extend your legs in front of you. You can rock the hips back a little bit. Soften the knees. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, chest lead the way. Slowly fold. Keep your neck neutral. Start to pay a little bit more attention to the back of the legs. Cultivate the awareness into the back body as you breathe deeply here. Good, breathe a little bit more. Just notice, again, keeping that beautiful awareness. A little goes a long way. And then slowly release. All right. We're gonna do a little bit of core here just to wake up, right, the belly, those muscles. So you're gonna come down to your back. Make sure your low back is down on the ground. Relax your shoulders here. Just take a few breaths. You can even windshield the legs a little bit. And you're going to tabletop your legs. Try to have your knees over the hips, or knees can come a little bit closer to you. All right. You're going to lace the fingers behind your head, and you can use your thumbs right on your neck for a little support. So you create the little hammock here. I want you to keep your elbows nice and wide. So inhale, lift your shoulders. You're going to feel that contraction into the belly. Good. Now you're going to slowly lower your right leg. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale, the left. For more challenge, leg goes all the way up, down, bend the knee. Good. Keep going. Another variation from here is just keeping the knees bent the whole time and tapping the toes on the floor. So see where you want to be today. Remember, less is more. As long as you have that beautiful awareness here, that lower belly, that sacrum is heavy on the ground. You're going to start to notice that heat building. Stay with me, friends, just a little bit longer. Slow with control. Pull that belly in. How's your breath? Keep those elbows wide. It is a beautiful, warm afternoon, raining here in Austin. All right, and release. Good work. Can give yourself a few belly rubs here. Windshield the legs. We're gonna take our first back bend here. So you're gonna keep your feet hip width apart. Press through your feet to lift your hips for bridge pose. You can walk the shoulders in. You can grab the edges of your sticky mat, or you can lace the fingers behind your back and stretch your knuckles towards your heels. Just breathe. Engage where is necessary. Soften where you can. Mindfully release. Roll the upper back. mid-back, hips comes down to the ground. I like to windshield wipe the legs first, and then you can draw the knees in towards the chest. And you can start to rock and roll here. You can make it small or big. Again, it's always about choosing the variation that best serves you. And then when you come up, you're gonna keep your sits bones on the ground. I think you know what's coming, right? Boat pose Navasana. So I'm gonna give you a few options. First one, either heels or toes can be on the ground. You're gonna notice the difference in your hip flexors probably. So see here what best supports you. All right, if you need a little bit more, shins can come parallel to the floor with the hands behind your leg. Last one, you can extend your arms in front of you or maybe even make a little mudra here. So we're going to be tapping our feet on the ground. So again, if you are here with one foot, you just lift one leg, then the other. Or you bring the legs up, hands behind your leg, and you tap one foot and the other. And of course, the more challenging one, you can extend your arms, tabletop the legs, and slowly. All right? I do want you to be aware of your spine. So if you start to feel tired and collapse, just bring either the hands behind your legs or keep your feet on the floor, you guys. It's the same benefit of the pose. So again, we want to open the chest. We want to be plugging those shoulders. No rounding in the upper back, okay? So let's all breathe here. Choose the variation that best serves you today. Again, you can always play with the feet variation here. Take an inhale. Exhale, tap the toes. Keep that spine long and breathe. Let your breath guide you here. Pull the belly in, lift that sternum. Maybe you take the hands behind your legs. If you were with the hands in front of you. All right, yes, I'm sure you guys are starting to feel that heat. Slow with control. For 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here. If you can, just raise your arms just for a little bit and release. Good work. Hug your shins in, lengthen through that spine. I'm nice and warm already. So just waking up with the abdominal muscles here, the abdominal wall. We're going to come into a tabletop and then just move through a few cat and cows here. Just resetting the spine. So even when you take your cow pose, make sure your belly is not just hanging towards the floor. You're still engaging here through your belly. And then press back to a child's pose. And then slowly come into that tabletop. So for back bends, right, we need to warm up and open the shoulders, the quads, the front body, and also activate the core. So we're going to be moving slow and mindfully, but it will be fun, right? You know, might flow to be fun. Take what, is good for you, you guys. Walk your hands in front of you. Hands can be shoulder width apart or a little bit wider. Take a big breath in. Exhale, let your chest release towards the floor. So your hips are still in line with the knees for puppy pose. Pull the belly in. You may notice here a little popping sound into the shoulders. Belly draws in. You can curl the toes under. Breathe deeply through the armpits, into the upper back, shoulders. This pose can be quite intense for some of you, so try to soften here, but keep the integrity of the arms and the belly. Final one, inhale. Stay for your exhale. Press your forearms slowly, slide forward into a Sphinx pose. Keep the shoulders over your elbows. Now, right now, my legs are not engaged. They're just hanging here, right? I want to press, to point my toes back, press the tops of my feet and feel the legs engaging. I'm also drawing the navel towards the spine and pressing the forearms on the floor. So right here, I would be collapsing into my shoulders. I don't want this to happen. I want it to press and wrap the shoulders back and down. Take a big breath in. Exhale, draw your chin towards your chest. Lots of energy through the arms, fingers, the toes. One more breath here. Slowly release. You can extend your arms by the sides of your body and then slowly sway the hips from side to side. You can even bend the knees and go a little bit more, find a little more sensation and movement. And slowly release. All right, a little bit more core here, friends. Those forearms are gonna come back to the floor, shoulders over wrists. Now you're gonna tuck your toes under, you're gonna tone the legs, and you're gonna press your hips up for a forearm plank. Keep your neck neutral. Press through the forearms, tone your quads, press those heels back. We're gonna do a little bit of hip dips here, so dip your left hip and back to center and then your right. It doesn't have to be big. Move slow with control. Don't forget about the upper back and the navel drawing in. For 3, 2, 1. Bring the knees down. Walk the hands back. Child's pose. The knees can be touching to get a nice release into the low back. All right, we're gonna meet in downward dog whenever you're ready. You may paddle your feet, walk the dog, press through the hands, tone your arms, and then you're gonna take a slow walk to the top of our mat. So you're gonna cross your right leg in front, the left, and slowly make your way towards the top of your mat. Whenever you get there, just take an inhale, press your hands on your shins. friends. One more, inhale. Exhale, release. Final one, breathe in. And breathe out. Bend your knees deeply, roll your spine to a stand. Sweep the arms. Pull the energy to the heart. One more, inhale. Exhale, hands to the heart. All right, we're gonna move through some classic sun salutations, right? To just continue to build on that heat and also to warm up the spine, keep that core strong. So follow your rhythm, follow your breath. I'm going to be guiding you, but remember, trust yourself. Trust that you know where you're supposed to go. So moving through sun salutation A, inhale, reach your arms. Soften the knees with a flat back fold. Hands to shins, lengthen. As you exhale, you may step, jump. You can bring the knees down to the floor for the first or second vinyasa. Take a cobra or upward dog if you're feeling ready. We meet in downward dog. So remember, as you flow, when you step or jump back, you can bring the knees to the floor, hug the elbows in. You can press back, child's pose, downward dog, or you can just press to the top of a push-up. Bend your knees, look forward. Make your way to the top of your mat. Move with awareness, with intention. Press through your feet to rise. Hands to the heart. You're going to do two more. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen, create space. Exhale, step or jump. Knees may come down to the floor first. You can take any back bend of your choice. This is a great way to just take note of what your body's feeling right now. Every time you come to your downward dog, reconnect to your breath. Find stillness. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Make your way to the top of your mat. Breathe in to lengthen. Breathe out to fold. Press through your feet to rise. Exhale, hands right back down. Final one. We're going to meet in downward dog. You're going to raise your right leg to the sky, step your right foot forward, plant your left heel, rise for warrior one. Square your hips, relax through the shoulders. Now you're going to lace the fingers behind your head. Open the elbows wide and lean back here, friends. Breathe into that upper back. Stay strong through your legs. One more inhale. Stay for your exhale. Now you're going to frame your right foot. Shift to the ball of your left foot. Just take a twist. Good. Slowly frame your right foot. You're going to step back to plank. Lower down to your belly. You're gonna lace the fingers behind your back. Keep your feet on the floor. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift to just your chest. Press those knuckles towards the wall behind you and away from your spine. And release. Turn your head to one side. Windshield wipe the legs or just sway the hips. We're gonna meet in downward dog. Inhale, raise your left leg high. Mindfully step your left foot forward. Plant your right heel. Inhale, rise, warrior one. So in this warrior one, we're focusing, right, working on the hips, but also that back bend. So we already have the natural curve in the lower back. See if you can pull the belly in and focus more on opening your thoracic spine. One more breath. Slowly frame your left foot. Shift to the ball of your back foot. Take your twist. And mindfully come back, step back to plank. You're gonna make your way down to your belly. Inhale to cobra. Exhale, release. Lace the fingers once again. Take an inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift everything. This time, lift your knuckles, your shoulders, your legs. Lots of energy through the feet. Pull the belly in and release. Turn your head to the other side. Right, we meet in downward dog. You're gonna raise your right leg high. Step your right foot forward. Inhale, rise, warrior one. So we've been here before. This shape is familiar to you. I want you to find something new in this pose. A little bit more sensation. You're going to lace the fingers this time behind your back and press those knuckles back and down. Square the hips. Breathe into the collarbones. Maybe lift your gaze slightly. Mindfully release your spine. Shift to the ball of the back foot. We're gonna open twist to the right. Slowly frame your foot. You're gonna step back to plank. You can flow or you can skip. Soft bend in your knees. Engage the quads. Breathe your left leg high behind you. Step your left foot forward. Plant your right heel, warrior one, rise. Exhale, lace the fingers. Remember always bring that front foot a little bit wider than the hip. Notice where you can use more space here. The upper body, shoulders, but stay committed through the legs. Release your hands. Open twist to your left. Frame your foot, you know what to do. Take your vinyasa or skip when you meet in downward dog. Bend your knees, look forward, step or jump to the top of your mat. Breathe in to lengthen. Breathe out, fold. One more, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to the heart. All right, good work. Let's keep going. Sorry, I'm having a crazy hair day. We're going to reach our arms up, inhale. As you exhale, you're going to press your hips forward and cactus your arms. So the shoulder blades are going to kiss behind the back, all right? So inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, reach. Exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades. Inhale, reach. Lace the fingers behind your back. Take an inhale. Exhale, press the hips forward, knuckles away from your spine. And slowly release. Breathe in. And breathe out. Bend your knees generously here. And then grab your elbows with opposite hands. You can bend one knee and then the other. Just soften here a little bit. Release the hands to the floor. You're going to step back to that plank. Feel free to take a flow or just press back downward dog. Be mindful of transitions. Remember that every movement, every pose matters and counts. Coming to that downward dog. Take your right leg high. Step your right foot forward. You're going to open twist to the right. Lean back here. And slowly frame your foot. You're going to rise for your high lunge. Find stability here, your balance. Keep that core strong. The belly draws in. The ribs knit together as you also press through your feet. Take one more breath in. Exhale, now lace the fingers behind your head. So we've done this before, but we didn't have to worry about balancing, right? When we were in Warrior One. See if you can bend your right knee a little bit more. Breathe into that hip flexor and quad. See if you can find a little bit more space here. Keep lifting and reaching up and back. All right, slowly you're going to release. Frame your foot. Take your left knee to the ground. We're going to take a quad stretch. So make sure your left shoulder is wrapping back and down. Bend your left knee. Right hand grabs the hold of your foot or your ankle. Take your time here. If you notice that that's not working, that's okay. My hamstring is cramping right now. See if you can hold for a couple more breaths. All right, much better. You know, some days your body's just like, hello, what are you doing? Okay, keep rotating that right shoulder back. One more breath here, friends. And slowly release. Pull your hips back here. Just take a couple breaths in half splits. One more. Lengthen through the spine. Inhale, rebend your right knee. Step back to your plank, vinyasa, or not. We're going to move in downward dog. Take your left leg high. Step your left foot forward. We're going to open twist. And slowly frame your foot. Take your time to arrive into that high lunge. Breathe here. And then lace the fingers behind your head. And rest your head here on your little hammock. How can you find balance between effort and ease and dispose? What happens to your breath? Where is your mind right now? One more breath here. Mindfully release your hands to frame your left foot. Gently take your right knee to the ground. I always like to walk my hand a little bit wider, or I even use a block sometimes. So you want to lean back, keep the chest open. Your left hand is going to reach back for your foot or your ankle. Remember, if your hamstring gets angry, that's okay. Let go, maybe try again. Breathe into that quad. For the flaxy ones, make sure you're not just collapsing into the hip here. Keep pressing your left heel, engage. One final breath. Mindfully release. We're going to shift the hips back for a little bit of the hamstring stretch. One more breath here, my friends. And then inhale, rebend your left knee. Curl the back toes under. Move like you. Take a vinyasa or press back to downward dog. Bend your knees, look forward. Make your way to the top of your mat. Take an inhale. Inhale. Exhale, bow. Inhale, sweep the arms. And draw the hands to the heart center. All right. Let's see. Let's work with a little standing balancing pose. We're going to do dancer's pose today. So you should be fairly warmed up and the quad is warm as well. Remember, you can always use a strap or the wall to give you a little bit of assistance with your balance if your balance is off today. So I'm going to start balancing on my right foot first. So I'm going to turn my left arm to bring my left arm to the side of my body, and then I'm going to turn my palm to face out. So my thumb is pointing back. From here, I'm going to lift my left heel, stand nice and tall, draw the belly in. And you can just lift or kick your foot into your hand, whatever works for you. I'm going to grab the inner edge of my foot, so my thumb's still pointing back. I did not shift my hand position. So my shoulder is nice and open. I'm lifting through the sternum. Now draw the knee back towards the midline. Make sure your knee's not out to the side. Inhale, reach your right arm up, take a breath in. Exhale, you're going to kick that left foot into your hand. You're not folding, you're not looking towards the floor. You're lifting your gaze, breathe into the upper back, standing legs strong. Your left knee is pointing back so the hips are square. Kick a little bit more, friends. And slowly release. Shake it out if you need. Thank yourself for your efforts. Shrug the shoulders towards the ears. And then release. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. So I know backbends can be frustrating sometimes, right? It can be a lot to deal with. I've been working on my flexibility since I had my child 2.5 years ago. I could not do backbends for over a year. So, you know, it's a process. Enjoy the journey. Work with what's available to you today. And baby steps, right? Little by little. It may come back, it may not, it may happen, it may never happen. But be okay with what's happening right now. So turn your right palm out this time. Lift your right heel. So I'm already here pushing into my left foot. Again, you can kick or just lift your leg, grab the inner edge of your foot. So my hamstring is cramping a little here today. All right. Draw your knee towards the midline, standing legs strong. Inhale. Exhale. Kick your foot into your hands. So you're reaching into opposite directions. Your left hand is reaching forward. You're lifting your gaze and you're kicking your right foot back. Pull that belly in. See if you can kick a little bit more. One more breath here, friends. And slowly release. All right. Let go, shake it out. Bring the hands to the heart center. Just close your eyes for a moment. Thank yourself. Observe your balance, your breath, and your thoughts. Very nice. We're going to find a seated position, and after all the back bends, we're going to find a little release here for the low back especially. So let's work with Janushirshasana, bending your right knee, extend your left leg. You are going to square the shoulders over the left leg. Take a breath in and exhale. Let the heart lead the way and fold. So your left leg is straight. You should be feeling a little sensation into the right side of your low back. So really focus on breathing into the back body right now. Appreciate your breath, your body. One more inhale. Stay for your exhale. Slowly walk the hands back. All right, we're gonna work with double pigeon here. So your left shin is gonna stack on top of the right. For more sensation, your ankle comes all the way on top of that right knee. So see how my knee's going up towards my ear? That just means that this side is really tight, and I can feel already that it's too much for me. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna slide my foot into my shin. So make sure you're not crossing the legs like a lotus. You are stacking your shins. And if this doesn't work, stacking, just bring the leg in front. But again, try to keep the shins parallel. Take an inhale. Maybe this is where you stay today. Otherwise, you can walk the hands a little bit more towards in front of you. Notice what happens to the shoulders, your jaw, your face. And then slowly release. We're gonna go into the other side. So extend your right leg. Sit tall. Wake up your toes. Breathe in and breathe out, fold. Remember, you can always bend your right knee. Less is more. Try not to put any tension into the back of the leg. One final breath here. And walk your hands back. We're gonna bring right shin on top this time. So again, choose whether you want your foot on top of the knee or slide your foot into the shin. Be honest with yourself. Be kind to yourself. This is already enough for me. Take a couple more breaths here. If you need to exhale through the mouth and let go a little bit more, welcome that. And mindfully release. You can windshield wipe the legs. And then we're going to come come down to our backs. We're almost done here. You can draw the knees in. You can even rock a little bit from side to side. Palms can come to the knees and draw little circles. All right, friends, and then we're going to take another bridge pose. So set up here, make sure you walk your heels towards the sits bones. Feet are roughly hip width apart, not as wide as your sticky mat, and no feet touching. So it's roughly 2 fists in between here. So press through your feet to lift your hips. Again, you can always walk the shoulders in. You can even take the hands under the sacrum for a little support. If you have blocks and you want something a little bit more gentle, you can do that and rest the block in that little bony area. One more breath here. And slowly release upper back, mid back, hips down. Move the legs from side to side. And then draw the knees in. Well, first, slide your hips slightly to the left. Release your knees to the right. You can open the arms to T or cactus your arms. Right hand can come on top of the left leg for a little bit more. One final breath. Mindfully return to center. And we're going to switch. So slide your hips to the right, lower your knees to the left. Again, option to use your left hand on top of your right leg. Relax a bit more into the shoulders. And slowly, mindfully return to center. Any final pose that your body may be asking for, please take the next 5 to 6 breaths to do so. Otherwise, you're gonna hug your knees in. You can wrap your forearms around your shins and curl the spine. As you bring your forehead to knees, say something kind to yourself. And find Shavasana, your final relaxation. Give yourself permission to just let go and to receive. Thank you so much for joining me again on your mat. It's always an honor to guide you. I hope you enjoyed this little sweet back bend flow. Sending infinite love. Namaste.